got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The Saints at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. And it was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Hill. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw. Hill going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
After the turnover, here's Murray on the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brand, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On play action, it's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints, nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Murray now on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Murray going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Murray to air it out again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
Murray's pass complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they start at their own 7. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Play action. It's Hill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Troy Pride on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Cardinal first down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Murray now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Saints, nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no.
and their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Murray. That's caught right side by Anderson. And the Cardinals have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
1st and goal, Arizona.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints, nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Hill. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Hill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They snap it on fourth to Hill. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hill now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hill now operating from the red zone. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. There he goes, right side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense.
Touchdown! Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And does that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A handoff out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
Desperation time on fourth for Hill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Complete to number 33. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal. After 2 yards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Brought down back at the 6-yard line.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Hill. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Hill looks to throw. Going up top for Miller. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Saints 1st down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Second and 14 at the Cardinals' 23-yard line.
Miller, the man in motion. Throwing on second and 14. Hill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Here's Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 70, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
To throw once more on second and 10. Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Hill. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, where I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now Hill looking to throw on first.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
One last throw here for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.